Alright guys, I am beyond excited because my favorite series to make is blowing up. It's taken off in terms of compared to most of my other series. So I'm super excited to continue the Goon series. The only way you can guarantee a character makes it on the Goon series is to purchase a slot. What you do is send me the character's name and you send me what verse they are from and donate either Cash App or PayPal for $50 and send that information and I will add them to the Goon series. But besides that, I'm going to go off votes and characters that I think are particularly classic Goons. You guys loved the Doom one, so here's the deal for this. I got to make a Doom one tomorrow. So if you want a second part to this Reverse Flash one I'm doing today, this video has to hit 550 likes. For a regular Goon video, it's got to hit 400. But regardless, I want to get into 15 moments where Reverse Flash proved he's one of the greatest trolls, assholes, and goons in all the comics. Let's get into it. So, first moment to talk about is fading his ops mother. Yes, literally, Reverse Flash murdered Barry's mom just to secure the bag and having a rival in the future. Like, dude, how much of a douchebag can you be? I mean, we're going to get into the other stuff he's manipulated because it's literally meme-worthy. It did become a meme in terms of how he's fucked with Barry over the years. But yeah, he, like, literally killed his mother just to make sure they were ops. That's straight up Goon shit. Number 2. His versatility as a troll. You see, being a troll doesn't always mean going for the home runs. You got to take the little victories here and there. Knocking child Barry down the stairs, you know. Fucking his day up every once in a while. All those little moments that went wrong for Barry or helped shape his horrible path and stuff like that. That was Reverse Flash being a dickhead. Like, he's literally influenced all of Barry's life up to that point just to make sure they were the perfect ops. It's honestly, it's like some of the most disrespectful stuff you'll read in terms of between a hero and his main villain. What makes the beef between Barry and Reverse Flash is it's literally a fanboy situation go wrong. It actually is the case that Reverse Flash was a fan of regular Flash. And Reverse Flash was in the 25th century. He's like, yeah, I want to be Flash, dog. Hung out with him. Went sideways. Shit went sideways real quick. And now that's his biggest op. Took his power. Takes everything from him now. Bullies him all the time. Yeah, it's just funny to me. It's Goon shit that he went from a fan to ruining this man's life. Literally on every level throughout time. Absolute Goon shit. Number 4. He once had a situation with Barry. I believe it was Barry. In which they were beefing and Barry was chasing him. And he said, yo, peep this shit, homie. Either you can run in the Speed Force forever, infinitely, and endlessly. Or I run back to my century and go over the new ways I can torture your family, pussy. Go ahead, make that deal. Like, it was such a trash deal. But the way he, like, presents stuff is almost Dr. Doom-esque. And, like, he really sounds like he believes you're going to go for that shit. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, but he's also wildly intelligent, like Doom. A lot of people don't know that, but Thawne, in particular, was wildly intelligent from the 25th century. This next one, number 5, is one of my favorites because it's so randomly disrespectful as shit to the hustle of the Green Lantern. So check this out, right? This was in an old Flash comic. I think it was in the 200s or 300s. I want to say 300s, maybe 321 or something. But Flash, or Reverse Flash, was beefing with Green Lantern, right? And he created this, like, yellow energy horse that was stronger than the Lantern constructs and, like, took it over. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, it didn't make sense because obviously, like, lantern constructs shouldn't be losing to constructs made from like yellow speed and shit, but he did that shit and like styled on the lanterns. Oh man, it was so disrespectful, and it was hilarious because it was random too. It was a horse. I don't know, but it was funny. Next, we got to talk about the time he had to style on Flash with something Flash wasn't expecting, which was some Professor X shit. What I mean is, they were beefing, right? And Flash was like, you know what? Damn that. I'm tired of this. I'm a blitz. And Reverse Flash says, huh, you're going to blitz me, pimp? All right, bet, bitch. Mind zap and hits him with a mental bolt, a mental energy bolt, and puts him on his ass. I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's funny because in terms of his typical wheelhouse and like what he uses, you don't expect him to be on some Professor X shit. But he was like, nah, you're not going to blitz me, bitch. Get zapped. And he had to zap Flash, who was running up on him. You know, if you run up, you get done up. So it is what it is. But it was a pretty funny Goon moment to me. Next, we have to talk about the time. I think it was a Future Flash, and they had technology to steal speed, right? And Reverse Flash is in the trenches. He's fighting back, right? And he starts getting hit with this weird-ass speed stealing shit. And he's like, yo, are you trying to steal my speed? And he said, look, check this out, pimp, right? One does not simply steal my speed. Like, you can do a lot of shit. But the shit you can't do is steal Reverse Flash's speed, stupid. And, like, straight up just negs it. Because he's like, it's so disrespectful that you even think you could take my speed. That's just not allowed. And he just negged it off purely being offended. He was just purely offended and broke out of it. It was funny because, like, he's like, yo, I'm genuinely disrespected that you believe you could take my speed. Yeah, he just negged it because he was like, nah, you're not going to do me like that. Next is one of those moments where we just realize how evil this man is. Like, Reverse Flash is genuinely a piece of shit. And he really showcased this when he was, I believe it was a Future Flash. He was going against a Future Flash. And he was just explaining to the extent he takes trolling. And he was like, yo, I'll unravel his life. I'll kill his kids. I'll body his wife. But I would never fold Barry. You don't fold Barry. And, you know, at first you're like, oh, that's cool. Like, he doesn't want to hurt the guy, right? No, bitch. He doesn't kill him because he wants to troll him in the worst ways conceivable, in the most emotionally, like, tormented ways possible. And he's like, oh my god, I wish I could kill you forever. And just folds Future Flash. It was, man, it was brutal. It just shows how much of a goon he is. Like, how detailed and deep he takes trolling Barry. Next up is that moment where he bossed up on Flash and let him know his powers were not to be fucked with. So this is what happened. They're getting into it, and Reverse Flash explains to Flash why he can't be killed. He's like, look, Goofy, I exist outside of the timeline. Every time you erase me from time and space, that shit don't matter. Cut that shit out. This moment of flexing was so bad because he was like, yo, I could literally kill you in your mother's womb. Like, on the spot. You are literally irrelevant to me because of how hacked I am. And it was a major flex. And it really made you realize how strong of a goon he was. He wasn't just an asshole. He was literally one of the most capable characters in DC. Next, we have the time he literally proved he can't be affected by his own timeline manipulation. So, of course, there's something like, oh, what if I kill your dad and mom before you're born? Will you be born? Type deal, right? He literally proved through the murder of his family, through folding his own family members, including mom, dad, I think he folded a brother too, all that shit. Killing his own family members, altering his own history, none of that shit matters because Reverse Flash is a goon forever. So no matter what he does, no matter what you do to him, he's going to come back because he's outside of the timeline completely. Next, I don't know how he did this shit. This was one of his wildest goon moments in terms of like getting out of some BS he should not have been able to escape. So here's what went down. There was never-ending, infinite, limitless strands, right? Or strings. And they like basically there's no way out because you have to find one out of infinite. Guess who found that shit? Reverse Flash. He was like, nah, damn that, dog. I'm fast. I found that shit. Immediately pulls on the thread and gets out of there. I mean, just the fact that he was able to pull something like that and get out of such a BS trap is absolute absurdity and speaks to the goonness of his power. Next, we have just something that's funny to me, like Reverse Flash is hated by the Flash family because of the shit he can do without amps. What I mean by that is, like, there's this one time Flash was running with another Flash and was like, bro, fuck Reverse Flash for real, because he just spams and is able to troll us because he doesn't need a Cosmic Treadmill. For those that don't know, Cosmic Treadmill is a device that helps Flash travel through time in a very specific manner. Like, if he wants to specifically go somewhere, he can with the Cosmic Treadmill. Whereas Reverse Flash does that shit. Like, he can just do it. So he's never needed that device. And the fact that he doesn't need it pisses them off because it takes his trolling to a whole nother level. Next, we have, in one of the funniest scenes to me from Reverse Flash, where he turned Jay Garrick into a barbecue sandwich. So what happened was he was chasing Jay, and he was like, yo, Jay, real shit. Low-key peeped how you have this force field around you that blocks friction. It would be a shame if someone was capable of tearing that shit apart. And he takes away the friction force field, and Jay immediately burns. And you just see Reverse Flash in the back holding his staff up like, yeah, bitch, I'm doing that shit. Look at you burn, dummy. And he was just burning Jay to a crisp by haxing him. And it was hilarious the way he was drawn and the way he was running up on him. Next, we have the time where clout chasing went wrong when it comes to Reverse Flash. So there was this villain named Abracadabra. Not the most popular Flash villain, right? Like, not a lot of you, I'm sure casual fans, have heard of Abracadabra. And for someone like Reverse Flash, that's a problem. You see, when you're elite, like Reverse Flash, you don't have time to compete with jobbers or C-list villains. So he pulled up on Abracadabra and he said, look, bitch, I need you to understand something. This century is only big enough for one villain. And absolutely murders Abracadabra off panel, just burns him to a crisp. Oh my god, it was terrible. But yeah, it was a hilarious moment because he was literally like, yo, literally we can't share a century. I'm too goated. I don't do that sharing shit. You gotta go and just murk them. Finally, final moment for this video, and like I said, if you want a part 2 in which part 2, I'll double the moments. So you'll get double the moments in this one. If you run it up to 550 likes, I'll bring you Reverse Flash being a Goon part 2 with even more horrible moments. Because he honestly, between the different iterations of Reverse Flash, he has like almost endless amounts of Goon moments. So we'll never run out. But getting back to this, let's celebrate the final one, which is one I just personally loved. This really goes back to his intelligence that I told you about, right? In the beginning of the video, I mentioned how wildly intelligent he is, being from the 25th century. And he showcased this one time while trolling Barry. So what he did was he took a regular shaver, just something you shave your face with, and turned it into a molecular manipulator and altered his face to look instantly like Barry Allen so he could go out and troll. How he just took a razor and turned it into a molecular manipulation with nothing else, I have no fucking idea. But when it comes to trolling, Reverse Flash is getting the job done, and he will manipulate the battlefield in order to get the job done. In fact, I could literally make a Goon video on Reverse Flash with just shit he's done with his own technology and being annoying with his own technology. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for supporting the Goon series so far. Like I said, you want part 2 to this, 550 likes. If you want just another Goon video, 400 likes. I'll make it a little easier for you. But thank you so much for watching. Check out the rest of the series. Only the last like 3 or 4 have followed my new official format, but the other ones are just as funny. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know 2 things in the comment section. 1, who or what was your favorite moment from this video? Like, what's your favorite Reverse Flash Goon moment from this video? And 2, what's your favorite Reverse Flash moment I did not mention yet that you want to see in part 2? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy, YFE. Make sure to check out the public Discord, link in the video description. Check out all the ways you can support. And thank you for watching. Peace.